What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's episode, we are going to be doing the normal. Just before we start, I did want to explain two things really quick. One, I did order a package in the mail and I have a couple more coming. I also just ordered the A6400. It should be here this week, so that's pretty cool. I can show you guys how that works, what it does, how it's going to benefit the channel. So I do appreciate all you guys for making that possible. Otherwise, let me show you what this is. It's by Sticker Mule. So basically, I decided to make Crypto TV stickers, just a test run to see how they look, how they come out. And I also ordered a bunch of business cards too to help promote the channel and whatnot. But I want to show you guys these stickers. Let me know if you like them, and maybe I'll figure out a way to send them out to you guys and have you help promote the channel and spread the love. Otherwise, let's do this quick unboxing. This is definitely going to be super hard to open up with one hand, but you can see it's by Sticker Mule. Pretty cool company. I saw it on Instagram. And yes, I already did use a couple of stickers, and they sent me a bunch of other stuff too, in terms of them advertising their own stickers. But this is pretty much what it is. They sent a bunch of these. I think they're really cool. I designed it myself. You can see it basically says Crypto TV with the YouTube logo and our emblem. They're kind of small in comparison. They're probably like 1.5 inches by 2 inches wide, which isn't terrible. I wanted to make them bigger, 3 inches by 3 inches, but the issue was the resolution that I sent them. If they were to blow these up and make them 3 by 3, they would get very distorted and they would be blurry. So they made more, and they just made them smaller. But the next time I order stickers, I'll probably order like 100 stickers, and I'll get them a little bit bigger. But let me know how you guys like this size. I already have it here on my laptop just to give you guys a quick comparison to how big it is. It's not too bad actually, but just let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, so jumping into today's episode, before we jump in, just a quick explanation of what we're going to be discussing. We're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as DigiByte to US dollar, or sorry, DigiByte to Bitcoin. We're also going to look at the coin market cap and an article basically discussing crypto markets see major losses while the stocks rise as US to China trade talks expected to end. So some pretty interesting news. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notification, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content, and otherwise let's jump into today's episode. So guys, I'm on the current coin market cap. I do just want to refresh the page really quick so we can get a live update of what exactly is going on in the market. We can start and just see that most of the markets are down right now. We'll let the coin market cap load in. Here it is. So market cap 126, 24-hour volume of 28.4, and a Bitcoin dominance of 52.5. So Bitcoin dominance is actually increasing quite a bit, while we see 24-hour volume increase from yesterday, which was around 26 billion in volume, is now 28.4. That is an indication that we are going to see a little more money moving in and or out of the exchanges. When we check out the market cap, we could see that is down compared to yesterday. So that's an indication markets are falling. Very funny how Google is tracking my searches. So you can see a Sticker Mule ad is now popping up, which we legit just did. And I may actually do this again to get more stickers. 9 for 10. That's what I just did. But moving on to a lower, to the coins, you can see top 10 cryptocurrencies. Practically all of them are red except for Tether being the stable coin of the market in number 7 spot. Bitcoin now at Litecoin at 2.8, where we saw it at 2.9 in terms of market cap. Volume is still quite up there, 1.2 billion in volume. Trading at 46, so kind of low, but definitely higher than where we've been last week or 2 weeks ago. You can see EOS is 2.9, up $3.20 at $3.25, but 2.9 versus 2.8, they're getting very close. EOS is taking a really big hit, down 8.8%, almost 9%, while Litecoin is only 4%. But majority of the market is in red, and we are going to discuss why. Now, in this bear market, there is still ways to make money. If you haven't yet signed up for the ABRA exchange, or you're new to the channel, make sure to check out the second link in the description. It's a link to the ABRA exchange on either Apple or Android, Google Play Store, iOS. App Store. Basically, they're doing a promotion right now. Is if you sign up today, they will reward you with $25 of free Bitcoin on your first $5 or more deposit into the app using a US bank account. It is that simple. Go collect your Bitcoin, guys, for free. And if you don't want it, you just throw it right back into your bank account after you receive it. We've had over 90 people now sign up for this, so shout out to you guys for helping support the channel. Otherwise, let's jump into the articles for discussion. So, crypto markets see major losses while stocks rise as US-China talks expected to end. So, what exactly is happening right now? So, basically, to discuss, I believe it is Litecoin, if I can find it here. No, I'll just jump into the article. So, yesterday, Cointelegraph reported on new research suggestion that the Canadian crypto exchange Quadriga CX allegedly stored a large amount of Ethereum in other crypto exchanges. According to the findings, Quadriga X had accounts on major exchanges such as Bitfinex and Polynex with funds over $100 million. That's absolutely wild. In February, Cointelegraph reported that the exchange was missing $145 million in digital assets after its death of its founder, who allegedly stored the exchange crypto holdings on cold wallets, which means off the exchanges. So now they just found out they're on the exchanges, so on different exchanges, so you can see the issue there. The United States stock market rose today as the US-China trade talks approach their end, bringing more anticipation for a deal, CNBC reports. Earlier today, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the DGIA, climbed 44 points as Caterpillar and Apple outperformed. At press time, DGIA is up 19 points with growth of about 0.1%, while the S&P 500 and NASDAQ increased 0.25, about 0.25%, and 0.33, a third of a percent, respectively. Similarly, amidst the reports of the U.S. and China finalizing trading talks, oil prices recovered today, also supported by OPEC outputs cut. At press time, West Texas Intermediate crude oil is up more than 1.7%. And yeah, we're doing pretty well, guys, so far. Nothing to be too worried about. Bitcoin is trading at around 3760, currently at around 3700, down around 2.5–3% over the past 24 hours after Bitcoin saw relative stability around 3850 starting from February 25th. The major crypto had dipped to as low as $3,700. Bitcoin is down around 3% over the past 7 days. While major markets are seeing red, Bitcoin is seeing a slight increase in terms of dominance on the market cap. Bitcoin market cap has grown around 0.4% today. So now you can see what I'm referring to. Most altcoins are dipping more than the Bitcoin is. So that's why we're seeing that influx in prices. Furthermore, moving on to the exchanges, guys. If you guys do want access to any of my TradingView accounts, make sure to sign up for the first link in the description. Get access to my Patreon. A bunch of exclusive content there, videos, as well as my personal cell phone number if you guys did want to reach out, as well as live updating charts where you guys don't have to graph it and you can just follow along with everything that I do. So discussing what's going on in today's charts, you can see we're on Litecoin right now, and a very interesting pattern is forming. We did actually manage to dip down. We did break below this uptrend, which may come into play later on in the following upcoming weeks. But what's interesting is we did retrace all the way back down here. Now, I do think this is a very good buying opportunity. It was lower at around 44, but we're seeing it as low as 45 and change. We've seen it as low as 44 in the past couple of hours, actually, but we're kind of neck and neck with this high-low middle moving average on its 4-hour. So this is where I would start to dollar cost average. That's where I am dollar cost averaging. I put around 10% of whatever I'm going to put in right at this level, and we'll see whether or not we can come up or go down. If we go down, I'll obviously put in more. If we go up, I'll obviously sell off and make some profit. But you can see we're fairly low on the RSI, only trading at around 38 respectively. Let's just move on to the daily and check that out. So I did say we were dollar cost averaging, so right at around where the price is where I would start to buy in. If we fall down to around $44, I'd put a little more in, maybe another 20%, and scale this all the way down until we reached our high-low middle moving average, which is around $40 on Litecoin's daily. So what's interesting to note is we're only at around 55, so there's plenty of room to continue to spiral down. And if we do, I'd obviously start dollar cost averaging as we continue down. But this pattern was expected. This was called. I did mention it in yesterday's video, so hopefully you guys are paying attention to that. You can also see a resistance at $48 where this respectively reshot up. You can see it fell, gained support and then continued up higher. So that's a very interesting level right there. And I'm eventually going to delete some of those lines as we continue to scale out and trade out sideways. But I did just recently buy into Litecoin. So for all those who were like, oh my God, he sold off, I'm back in. It was pretty quick, but it's just more conservative and it's a good thing to talk about. Furthermore, look, moving on to Bitcoin's daily, you can see Bitcoin trading sideways, trapped in a channel here. You can see that we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 days of sideways movement, and we did need a major move to come. You could see that is today. We did decide to dip down and start to retrace downwards, which is fair to say the least. The sideways movement is followed by a movement downwards. You can see we're just hovering not only by this resistance at 3,900, but a support at around 37.85. So the sideways movement did call for a small retracement. I'm looking to see us retest maybe 3,600 at the lowest, mainly because we are now oversold on Bitcoin's 4-hour. But this is definitely a good time in my mind to just buy in. Don't go all in, but just start to scale out because there's plenty more coming. And you can see the fact that we're only on 47 on this RSI gives us plenty of room to continue down lower. So I wouldn't put all in and then have the coin go and drop down. Otherwise, very obvious with Ethereum. We've discussed this too. Ethereum seeing a lot of resistance right now with its green band. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of resistance from its green band on its daily high low middle moving average. And we did discuss that if we did continue to trade out sideways and test the green band, we were inevitably going to pull back down because it is too strong and there's too much downwards pressure. That is what we did, and we retested a beautiful price of 122, which also was anticipated due to the fact that this was our previous resistance. It's going to start acting as a strong support. So we will continue to trade out sideways at best. Looking at the 4-hour, 4-hour is also oversold, so this may actually be the lowest we go in terms of the short term, and we may decide to actually come back up and test 135. So I do think this is the perfect opportunity to buy in most of these altcoins we're reviewing and start to build your dollar cost averaging. That is what I'm going to do. You take that advice with a grain of salt, do whatever you want. I'm no financial advisor, but I'm going to start dollar cost averaging at these levels, put in around 10-15% of my portfolio. If we drop lower, I'll add more in. If we start to go up, hey, at least I bought in. Lastly, checking out DigiByte. DigiByte is retracing and pulling back down. Very interesting level at that, though. You did see this double bottom for those of you who are new to the exchange and who like DigiByte or to the channel. We're starting to move back up. Beautiful. We did move back up, broke not only above the symmetrical triangle, we broke through the green and red band. We were too overbought. You can see we entered overbought on DigiByte's daily, and we did need a retrace, and we did break below this red band, and we did actually break below the yellow band, but we managed to retrace back up and start using this uptrend as more of a support instead of just crashing below it. You know, it was acting as a support for quite some time now, and the fact that we're finally back in the symmetrical triangle does give us hope that we could potentially see a bigger move in the long term. So I'm talking about in about 3 weeks we could see a bigger move towards the end of March, but we will stay updated on that. Otherwise, that's going to sum up today's episode, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.